Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. So for today's video we are in again another location. I am round at the North Bank. If you watched last week's video, we started off with the mild weather last week. We've continued that theme. It's getting warmer and warmer now as the weeks go on. As you can see, I'm sat here in a t-shirt perfectly fine. It's probably about 13 or 14 degrees. I'm not expecting to bag up, don't get me wrong. That's not really how it works. As soon as you get some warm air temperature, the fish turn on and start feeding. It's not really how it works. And in fact, I have a whole new video of that coming out. Something that I've been working on in the background to just kind of disperse the myths of around sort of like carp behavior basically. So I'll be bringing that out sooner or later. Anyway, as for this one, we're in here. It's probably one of the biggest swims on the lake. There's a fair bit of water to play with in here. The wind is blowing from an east at the moment, so like I say, it's not really a cold wind. It's still sort of like 13 or 14 degrees, but perfectly all right to sit outside in. It's not too strong. Baiting approach wise is exactly the same as what I usually use. It's just the pellet, the flake maize and the boilie. You don't really need to be using anything else at this time of year. All year round, to be fair. Rig and hook bait wise is exactly the same as what it normally is, just a solid bag. As for rod setups, I've literally just gone for one up in the corner. Seems to be like an area on their patrol route, I would have said. They're not up there all the time. They definitely make an appearance there. And my other rod is straight out in front of me, just in front of the island. About half a rod length off, just sits at the bottom of a shelf. It's kind of like a gully there as well, probably in about 7 foot of water. So really I've got both areas covered. Probably going to end up doing a couple of nights down here, I would have thought. Maybe a bit longer if the weather holds out, depending on how well we do. For those of you who haven't seen yet, the booking line is now open for the fishery. So the fishery basically opens up on the 31st of March, but you can now book ahead of that if you want to. Thank you to everyone who has so far. I opened the line on March the 1st on the Sunday, and my phone did not stop ringing all day. So it's good to see that some of my videos have been well received. Anyway, I'll leave it there for a minute. There's not a lot else to say, and we'll let the fish do the talking. Good evening. Well, the day is pretty much past, and it is pretty much dark now. It's about 7 o'clock. So it's taken quite a while to get dark tonight, so it kind of gives you an indication of spring is kind of on the way here. I have heard a few fish tonight as well, and during the day, though they have been pretty sporadic in where they've been. So that kind of tells me that they are moving about, but they're kind of like just all in different areas of the lake at the moment. The water temperature is still going to be well down, so you know they're really not going to be moving that much. It's just going to be that little point of a degree that just gives them that little reaction to start moving around a little bit more. Well, if nothing happens during the night, then you'll see me in the morning holding absolutely nothing. Unless, of course, we do have something, and then I'll have something to show you. So let's see how we go, see what happens. Right, well, it's 9:30 the next day, and we've actually had one. It's taken quite a while to get one. It's not really surprising considering the water temperature is still freezing cold. However, that little point of a degree seems to be making a bit of a difference. I heard a lot of fish last night, sort of like boshing around, and yeah, staying patient enough. We've managed to get one this morning. There we go. There it is. 16 pound. Came from the top corner again. Like I said, they do get up and around there. They do like that area. It's like a little patrol route for them. There's the other side. Nice little fish, still growing, and yeah, pretty happy with that one, to be fair. Really young. It's one of the, don't know if it's one of the sea frees or not, but lovely fully, so grow on to be a really nice fish. Right, I'm going to get her back and see if I can have another one later on today. Well, that was an interesting morning. It's around the 12:30 mark, and we've just had the one fish today so far, so it's not a blank. My theory was right this time, as opposed to my last session where I blanked my ass off, so I'm happy that I've got that much right. So I've just had a bit of a, you can't really call it a recast when you're using a bait boat, can you? What can you call it? A drop off? Yeah, a drop off. So another drop off. I've left the right hand rod where it is in the corner, and the left hand rod I have just relocated just towards the point of the island. There's a little bit of a shallow spot out there. So my theory is at the moment is the fish are probably up a little bit in the water column just because of the sunshine that we've got and the wind. I heard a lot of activity last night and it all sounded like it was in near the margins. And I say that even though it's pitch black and I can't see it, I can hear the coots and the coots are kicking off at them. So that gives me an indication is that they're quite close to those islands. So that's where I've gone for. I've just positioned one out there for today and we're going to see how that goes. I can relocate it if I want to. I can always put it back, but my theory at the moment is that these fish at the moment, you know, are starting to react to this light level a little bit. They're reacting to the wind and they're reacting to that little bit of warmth that's just getting into that upper layer. Now that everything's done, I can sit down again, have a cup of tea and chill out. Well, good evening YouTubing. Pretty quiet day to be honest with you. Not really too much happened. Haven't seen as much activity as I did yesterday, though it has been a little bit windier today, so my visibility's been a little bit dimmed out, but it's been quiet on the rod since we had the fish this morning. Haven't had any liners, nothing. So, you know, by the looks of things, the movement is there, but it's very limited. So yeah, which is pretty much what I've been saying the whole way through. They really don't move around too much in temperatures below sort of like 8 degrees. I think we're at about 7.5. It's really not very warm. So yeah, it's a battle, but you know, wouldn't do it if we didn't love it, would we? So that's why we're here. Makes it a bit more challenging, but when you get it right, it feels good. So right, I'm just about to wrap in for the night. Everything is back out. I've had a recast, or well, a drop off. So yeah, the new hook baits out there and new bags. And yeah, we're just going to carry on and just see what happens until the morning. So will I be holding a fish or will it be emptiness? We'll find out. Good morning. Well, as you can see, not holding any fish. And as you can see, I've literally just put the rods away. It's about 12 o'clock now. There hasn't really been too much to film overnight because actually nothing's happened. So I'm at the end of the session anyway, so it's time for me to pack up and go home. Overall, just the one fish, but at this time of year, it's not really about bagging up. It's about staying consistent. There's been times this winter where I've got it wrong. There's been times this winter where I've got it right. Even though I'm here all the time, I'm still learning this place. You never stop. That goes for all disciplines of fishing, I guess. You can never know enough. I'm not too sure which swim we'll pick next. It all depends on the situation and where the fish are where I think the fish will probably be if I don't see any. But it won't be long until I'm out again anyway. Tight lines, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Stay in the green.